It's Lisa Driver. We're just going to give it a minute for people to join. We're going to be talking about some bucket filling today. Very exciting. Just give it 1 minute to let people know I'm here. Some of you were saying you were having trouble with the notifications. I think you have to click on the Lives tab to be notified when I go live every other week. Otherwise, make sure you subscribe to my newsletter. I'm going to be more regularly sending out my previous video links via a quick, short and sweet email every week so that you can stay in the loop. Today we are talking boundaries and bucket filling. This is my third book, and it is a wonderful spiritual guidebook that has exercises and journal prompts and spaces for you to write notes. I flipped it open to the perfect spot as always. Did you know that you can do this with any of my books? You can just pick them up and flip it open, and where you flip to will be the exact thing you need in that moment. So we're going to get to this. I was doing yoga this morning and chatting with my colleagues there virtually, and we were talking about the equinox coming up. So in case you don't know, this is the last official week of winter. It makes me smile so much, my cheeks hurt, because not only is it spring and the spring equinox later this week, but it's my birthday. So it's always a really potent and powerful time of year for me, but also for the world. The ground is waking up, the weather's getting warm again. That hope and that renewal and those new beginnings we crave are coming to fruition slowly but surely. So it's a really powerful and potent time of year normally. Then you add to this the new moon, which we have on March 18th. And new moons are really wonderful times to kind of draw out our creativity. We have this creative pulse that flows to us and through us that allows us to really fill our buckets and create more than we consume. And the new moon asks us, what does that look like? So this is what our exercise is today as we flip open my Boundaries and Bucket Filling book. The subtitle, of course, of this book is How to Say No to Others and Yes to You. And as we get clear on what it is we're asking of the new moon, it can be really, really tricky. Now, as I said, we were speaking in yoga today about awakening passion, awakening that legacy that you want to be remembered for. That legacy of light is what I call it. That reverberation of your kindness, of your generosity, of your creativity, and your passion, the way you show up, the things that get you out of bed. So in this chapter, I do talk about, it's section 2, page 76 if you have the book, planning your next step and daydreaming. Now, this is such a great time. We have this spring equinox coming where we can take those beautiful seeds. And in next week's taped video, I'm going to be doing a little intention around you planting one seed, one wish, one hope you have. That's almost like an easy win for the next 3 to 4 weeks. I want you to really build your confidence in co-creating with the universe, thinking of something that you want to manifest. So that'll be my video next week to really amplify and take advantage of that equinox energy that will have just kind of come in. But as we near it, as we draw near to it later this week, I want you to be thinking about what that might be. And this says, sometimes figuring out what fun means to you is where people get hung up. They aren't sure what makes them happy, what activities or interests they want to try or pursue. And it can be very overwhelming if you don't approach your newly decluttered life with openness and that relaxed energy that we discussed in the last chapter. Now, in this book, I talk a lot about decluttering your life, saying no to you, no to others, so you can say yes to you. So in the first couple sections, we've really set those boundaries. This one is about that bucket filling. What brings you joy? Now, as we flip to page 78, there's a beautiful exercise in here about tapping into your inner child. And if you think about your inner child, they have so much fun. Kids have so much fun. They're so curious. They're so open. They just live for each day. Their power is in the now. Of course, I understand all their needs are taken care of. They don't have to pay bills or work a job. I understand that. But there is something to be said for that playfulness that I think our world is really craving. And if you're like me and you're looking to redefine success in your life and to kind of heal that tendency to achieve or to seek that external validation outside of yourselves and instead find that internal satisfaction, that internal validation, which is so important and helpful, that playfulness and that curiosity are key. So this goes on to say, No matter what situation you find yourself in now, you are not alone in your fear of potential changes, because this is often what hangs us up. In fact, you're never alone. But pushing away joy because you've maybe been hurt before is like never using a stove again because you've burned your finger once. You're likely missing out on some delicious dishes. You're surrounded by love and light, so tap into it now and remind yourself how good it feels to really laugh, to touch someone and feel how much they love you, to taste something so delicious that it feels like your taste buds are exploding, to hear music that instantly has you tapping your toes, to hear a baby giggle and know that all is well. Daydreaming and planning your next step are really meant to be enjoyable. Now, if you aren't sure what that means or looks like for you, stick with me to learn some exercises that will help you discover your own sense of adventure and your own list of life's magical moments. So we go on to a couple exercises in here to help you do just that. Now, you can get your copy of Boundaries and Bucket Filling by messaging me. You can shoot me an email below or by visiting driverworks.ca. It's also on Amazon and Chapters Indigo. But the whole challenge for you this week is to think about something that you're hoping to spark, some seed that you're hoping to plant. And as we welcome in the new moon energy, as we welcome in the equinox energy, I really encourage you to just bless that seed, bless that wish like a dandelion out into the ethers. Let it free. Give it up to your angels. I keep getting these angels cards too. This reminder that you're not alone, that there is this beautiful divine pulse, this breath of life surrounding you, the same breath of life that brings the trees back after a long, cold winter, the same breath of life that helps the flowers to bloom and be unique every single year. Much like you are unique, and it is time for you to bloom. So this is your challenge. Let me know what that looks like for you. Let me know if this resonates in the comments below. Be sure to subscribe and follow my newsletter list if you'd like those reminders of when my videos do go up. I'll talk to you soon, you guys. Have a wonderful week ahead. The next time I see you, I will be 43. Oh my gosh.